Welcome back to Speak Up Queen, the podcast where we empower, uplift, and celebrate women who have reclaimed their voices to inspire others. Simone Germanis is a dynamic entrepreneur and storyteller with a degree in social work, blending her expertise in understanding people with her passion for creativity and business. As a professional photographer and vlogger, Simone excels in capturing moments, connecting with communities, and exploring hidden gems. She's also the creator of Mind Shift Motivation, a platform dedicated to inspiring growth and mental well-being. Simone's journey is a testament to the power of passion, perseverance, and making meaningful connections in every endeavor. She's also known for her vibrant personality and entrepreneurial spirit. Simone thrives on storytelling, collaboration, and bringing her vision to life through diverse ventures. So, without further ado, let's welcome Simone to Speak Up Queen.
Oh, thank you so much. It's an honor to be on here.
Simone.
Finally.
Yes, finally, after everything. Now, can you start with what does healing mean to you and how has your journey toward it shaped the woman you are today?
All right. Well, healing specifically for me means that my journey, specifically up until this point, has been a journey of rediscovering. And it's almost like peeling back the layers of pain that you experienced previously in your life and people that did you harm or anything, and learning to forgive. I think that's the most difficult part sometimes, and also allowing for a space to find joy in the journey and to learn from your process as you continue, and to learn you and to also to allow the space for your own growth and development to take place. So I think, yeah, in a nutshell, that is what healing means to me.
Can you share a moment when you chose self discovery over self doubt and what you've learned about yourself?
I have to say, yeah, okay, let me start with this. So I started my other channel is now 3 years old, a bit more than 3 years old. It's about the exploring hidden gems. And I studied social work, um, but I don't currently work in that field. So, funny thing, every Tuesday morning, I go to my favorite coffee shop to grab myself a coffee because I love my coffee. And on my way to work, it was like a thought that came up to me, but why don't I take on a creative project such as Mindshift Motivation, and I create a separate YouTube channel where I can actually share what I have learned from my studies, my experiences, and maybe hopefully people will resonate with that. Because especially in the world that we live in today, I believe every person can learn from and needs motivation from time to time. So yes, there were times that I thought, oh, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? Will I set myself up maybe for failure? There's all that type of questions. But then I thought, well, is what my goal is and my purpose for that specific time and moment. That is what I want to do, and I set my mind to it. So I am going to do it. And yes, I've started with that channel. It was, I think it was about almost the end of last year, October, November. And yeah, strongly continuing with that as well. So yes, that's to answer your question in a in a nutshell.
What's one life challenge that made you stronger and how did it lead to personal growth?
Uh, yeah, it was especially after I completed my studies and now you are looking for a job. So that's the next thing to do. And specifically this place that I have went or worked at the first time, I was very excited and everything about it, but unfortunately, because I am more into counseling, the counseling part, and their goals and my goals didn't exactly align. And it was a completely negative and a toxic environment. And I thought, well, rather get out here now before it's too late and it destroy your mental health. And then you are no good to anyone at all. So so yes, instead I struggled with, feelings of I failed and all that type of, self-doubt. But then instead I didn't let that consume me. It actually bothered me for quite some time. It still sometimes does. But instead, I mean, there's a lot of other aspects and the journey that I'm currently on with my photography, with the YouTube channels, with the motivational channel. So I am actually at a good place in my life right now. I'm happy and my mental health is great. So yeah, I mean, obviously there's still things from time to time that you struggle with, but therefore you have a yeah, a supporting system and that type of stuff. So yeah, I believe if you find that specific goal and purpose, and you feel strong enough about it, then go for it
Absolutely.
and pursue your dreams.
And me and one of my business partners this week were talking. If you work in a corporate world, it is 9 to 5, you go to work, you leave the problems
Yes,
behind but when you are an entrepreneur and you are going after the invisible thing, you are getting tested. Like this week and a half, resilience, I said to my husband, I don't need to run around a lake to show people what resistance is. This life of entrepreneurship is testing me. And that's just the way the universe is actually telling you how much do you need it? How much do you want this? Because I truly believe that God is putting passion and purposes and ideas in
yeah,
our hearts. And we need to go for it. I mean, we are the cycle breakers. We are here. We've been sent to break generational cycles. So no
yeah.
one said it was going to be easy. Um,
No, not at all. It's anything but easy.
but like you
Yeah,
said, with the right support system, your top 5, the people that you're hanging out with, is so crucial in this time of life. For every listener that's listening, your top 5 people, you need to be careful who you choose who they are, because they are going to
exactly.
determine, are you going to be successful or are you going to be stuck in the past and play victim for the rest of your life? So yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Yeah, and I mean, especially like you said, entrepreneurship specifically, I think even that in itself tests your resilience each and every day. And so you know about that. So yes, that in itself tests its resilience. But yeah, like we both said as well, if God puts something in your heart, like that morning when I drove, it was like He whispering to me, you need to do this. You need to do something with what you have studied and to help others. So yes.
Women are often seen as nurturers. How do you balance nurturing others while ensuring your growth and well-being?
Well, it's definitely a journey of self-discovery for me, and specifically one of my personality traits, not only as a social worker, as a counselor, but also as a woman, and one day hopefully as a mother too, is that, like you mentioned, we are nurturers, and for me, I will always put other people before myself and to see that they are okay before I look at myself. Now, sometimes that can be exhausting, um, but I also, therefore, I realize that I cannot pour from an empty cup. So I need to fill my cup with whatever it is, whether it's with my hobbies, whether it's spiritual, or hanging out with important people or friends, my support system, whatever it is, or even walking in nature, or yeah, whatever the case may be, before I can be there emotionally for others. So yes, to be a nurturer is important, and it has its positive aspects. But you also, I will say, you also have to look, and it's not selfish, to look after yourself first before you can then be there for others.
Definitely. What
Yeah.
inspired you to reclaim your voice, and how has that choice impacted your life?
Well, I would say I was always one of my other personality traits was also to be a very quiet person. I was always in the background. Even during school, I hesitate to even ask a question in class or whatever the case may be, even up until university. But then it was almost like it's all this type of, like, with a YouTube channel, the photography, all that type of stuff. I mean, I've met the most amazing people and connections. It actually made me discover this other part of myself. Like, I am a confident person, and I am now more confident to speak up as well. I'm not hesitant anymore. So yeah, I'm definitely more confident, and I will more easily speak up than I did previously.
I don't even know when we met, how we met, what year, but definitely over the past few years. So it must have been more than 3.5 years ago, because I was there when you started your YouTube video and vlogging. I
I
was
remember, yes.
so this is definitely the way you've grown over the last few years is just amazing. And this is what Speak Up Queen is all about, is for women to know their worth, first of all, and to
Yeah.
know if you show up authentically and you're just being you and you're starting your healing journey, amazing
Mm,
things, like you said, you're peeling off like an onion, you're peeling off layers. It's just mind blowing what's
mm.
happening and how many women or people you attract while you're doing it. Because I don't know about you, but when I was like you in class, being quiet, sitting in the corner and didn't talk, um,
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of friends. But when I started my healing journey and when I started to speak up and do these uncomfortable things that I'm doing, I attracted women that is in alignment, like yourself, onto this podcast, onto my,
Mm.
into the environment, into my community. And that is I think the most best part or amazing part is that we are oh shit. Wacht, nou is
Wat,
het
wat gebeur?
It is 47 degrees and it's now just thunderstorm. So let me just quickly do this. Like I said,
Okay.
there we go. We are still recording. Here, nothing gets edited on this podcast. We are showing up authentically, even, even if the power is out. Let's see if I got the
And
right.
we are back.
And I am back, baby, and it's on my the Wi-Fi is still working on my phone. Luckily, I've put on the hotspot. So here we go. Where were we? Oh, attracting the right people in the right
Mm.
frequency. Because sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I felt so guilty for going on, for moving forward,
Mm.
and growing. And now it is okay to let people, to let women know that it is okay to sometimes leave the people that is holding you back for
Yeah.
now.
Mm.
And your frequency, like I said to my husband this morning, he said, like, but my wife, some people doesn't talk to us anymore. Some people doesn't do. And I was like, just remember, our
Mm.
frequency is now higher, and not that we think that we are better than anyone, but the
Yeah,
frequency is getting higher. If we want to reach that top or wherever we want to go, our dreams, follow our dreams, we need to go and grab it. And if you want to grab it, you need to stand up on your toes and you need to go after it.
exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, just the frequency is the law of attraction. I truly
Mm.
believe in the law of attraction because I'm truly blessed with amazing women here, like yourself.
Yeah.
I'm truly blessed to have a friend like you, and yeah, it's just amazing.
I think the same to you, the same, yeah, vice versa. So, so, but yeah, it is like you said, and also sometimes I don't know if you also heard the thing that sometimes you mustn't share all your plans with people because you might get people stealing your ideas before you got the opportunity to do it. And like you said also that all sometimes even your friends may not be supportive of what you are doing because they see that you are growing, you are moving forward, you are moving to, like you said, a higher frequency, a higher level. Not that, yeah, not that we think we are better than other people, but it's just you are going for that dream or that goal. And yeah, I think it's important also for the women and everyone watching this to know that yeah, it's okay. I mean, sometimes it hurts. It hurts to leave people behind that don't want to move forward with you or don't want to support you. But it's okay to be unique, stand up, and you will meet other amazing people that will support you.
Definitely. What advice would you give to women who feel silenced or overlooked in their personal or professional lives?
I would say, and now I speak from my personal experience, I would say to take, there's a saying in Afrikaans, and you would know it, will know it. How do you eat an elephant piece by piece? So take small steps, but bold steps towards what you want to achieve in life, your dreams, your goals. And it's okay. I mean, you will feel uncertain sometimes. I still sometimes feel uncertain, and I question myself, am I on the right path? Am I busy with the right things? Am I doing the right stuff that I am supposed to be doing? And sometimes I also feel, but what? Sometimes I feel, what is the purpose? I don't know. Am I on the right journey? What is the journey that God wants me to be on? But yeah, like I mentioned, I mean, you just need to take that step of courage and in pursuing your goals and dreams. But take it step by step, and of course, with the help of mentors in your life, whoever it may be, with a healthy support system as well. So yes, that's in a nutshell.
Mm. How have setting boundaries empowered you to live a more authentic and fulfilling life?
So I struggled very much with people pleasing. I wanted to please everyone. And sometimes I ended up feeling exhausted from that and from doing that. And it made me feel a bit like irritable, edgy sometimes because I felt like I cannot be there each and every time that everyone needs me. But therefore, I believe that setting boundaries is also very important because, in the end, like I mentioned earlier, you need to prioritize yourself as well and to take care of yourself. Self care is very important. It's not selfish to do that. So you need to set boundaries, take care of yourself before you can be there for others. Yeah.
I love it. What's one practice or mindset shift that has helped you embrace your worth unapologetically?
Definitely daily affirmations. Telling myself, even if you look yourself in the mirror each morning when you wake up, telling yourself, I am good enough. I can do this. I will do this. I will achieve this or that. I mean, yeah, like I mentioned, it may come with uncertainty sometimes, but yeah, and I mean, if you even seek, yeah, you need to go for your goals and dreams without sometimes necessarily seeking the approval of others. It's okay to ask for guidance here and there, but don't necessarily seek approval from others because you won't necessarily get that. So, yeah.
If you could send one empowering message to women around the world, what would it be?
Definitely that you are stronger than you think, you are braver than you think or feel. You can literally, it may sound like a cliche, but you can achieve anything that you put your mind to if you really want it. And remember, you are still the author of your own story. You have the pen in your hand, and no matter what happened previously in your life, you can still rewrite your story. So that would be my message to women around the world.
Amazing. What inspired you to say yes to being featured on Speak Up Queen? And what does this opportunity mean to you as a platform to share your story?
What are you kidding? It was the most amazing experience. I needed to be on this. I mean, we we know each other a long time as well, but no, I'm kidding. Besides that, I mean, it's an amazing platform. Especially it resonates with what I do at the moment as well, with my mindship motivation. I mean, it's motivational. You inspire other women to be to live authentically, to be themselves, to reach their goals and dreams, and to motivate them. And hopefully, someone that's watching this episode today can also, even if it's only one thing from what we said, can take something and be motivated as well. So it's not only about this episode is not only for sharing my story, but also inspiring others.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Simone, for sharing your powerful and inspiring story with us today. Your story
It's a
reminds us of the
pleasure.
strength and courage it takes to heal, grow, and thrive. To everyone tuning in, remember your voice and your story have the power to inspire and create change. If today's episode resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share it with someone who needs this message. Until next time, Queens, keep speaking up and embracing your power.